Hey guys, it's Delora Dabbles here, and I know it's been a while, but I haven't been doing a lot of reading, ergo, I haven't been doing a lot of book reviews. It's been real crazy the last few months. I've just been working a lot, but I did finally treat myself to a new tarot deck, and this thing is amazing, but it comes with some warnings. This is not safe for work, it is not safe for children, it shows explicit sexual imagery. So you're going to want to wait until there are no little eyes and ears around for this one, okay? Anyway, this deck is a stripper tarot deck. It's actually it's amazing. The artist is Australian, so I assume she's talking about dancing in Australia. It's kind of comforting to know that so much of the stuff is cross compatible between the two different countries. We're like half a world away from each other, yet our strip clubs pretty much operate the same. It's comforting. Anyway, so yes, I also got some stickers. See, I had opened this package earlier and asked my boyfriend to hold the camera, and needless to say, I had to refilm it. But yeah, so here are some of the stickers that she sent of her artwork and her artist name, Exotic Cancer. Yes, and here we are with the booklet. This is not a super thick booklet. There's also there's no fluff in here. It's only in one language, English, so really doesn't use a lot of paper in that regard. It's a pretty decent little booklet. Now we get into the cards. This is the Fool. Let me see if I can get this to film properly flat. Perfect. Well, I guess I don't have to do that. I can leave it face up. Now, on her website, exoticcancer.com, she shows all of the major arcana and she teases a few of the minors. So I kind of like that her website is spoil free. I really enjoyed my first flip through of this deck and its artwork, and I hate that I can't use that footage, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm actually coming off of a break from dancing right now. I picked up DoorDash instead and was starting to really feel like, there's just no money in dancing anymore. So this deck really, it's a nice piece, and I probably will stop dancing very soon. So it's kind of nice to have a deck that reminds me of a time in my life, because yes, it's definitely getting to that point with the economy too. But door dashing has actually been really good for me. And I just love that the Justice card is thick, because I'm a thick girl and I'm a Libra, so I love seeing a nice thick Libra card. This is my new favorite Hanged Man card, of any tarot deck ever, by the way. Love it. What's hilarious is that anyone who's danced for any length of time, it's always a balancing act throughout your nights not to get too drunk. And the celestial cards look phenomenal. Especially the sun card. This looks absolutely amazing. The judgment card, I feel it so hard. Anytime there's a woman with her arms crossed staring at the stage, I'm like, please go away. Why are you here? So apropos to what it's like being a stripper. And the cups. I'm a huge fan of this cup suit. And I also like how she'll randomly bust out some like minimalist art for certain cards. It kind of breaks up any kind of pattern, which is nice. This card I'm going to show a little longer so you can read. And I just love that the Ten of Cups is two stripper besties instead of it being like a man and a woman and their kids. It's just two besties. It's so good. I love it. Now, her court cards all have similar themes, so all of the pages will be like a nice butt shot, right? All of the Knight of Cups is a bondage shot, so on and so forth. And I've noticed quite a few deck creators doing that now. She always switches up the artwork for the queens. Everyone else is just kind of like the monotonous same thing, but all of her queen cards are like totally different. You'll see what I mean whenever we get to the end of this suit. So the wands are vibrators, like Hitachi style vibrators. Super hilarious. It definitely like catches cam girls too into this art style and like realm of adult work. Big booty. Oh, it's not. It's a little blurry there. I wanted to make sure the image was crisp. But yes. I really do like this deck, and the Wands deck is definitely more about like the camming industry, which is cool. So a lot of us do both. And this one, of course, is just absolutely hilarious. I just love it. It just works so perfectly. See, and there we go. We got a nice butt shot, right? And then the knight, it's cookie cutter. But then the queen is totally different from all the other cards. Totally breaks the pattern. And then you've got a cookie cutter. Yeah. The Pentacle suit is very much standard Rider Waite, for sure. And I feel like it's for a reason, because this is all money driven, you know, so she kind of keeps it a little simple. Like, you have to be familiar with the Rider Waite Tarot for this one to make sense, right? Because the snowflakes remind you of the church and the people outside the church. She didn't have to draw the church and people outside of a church. She could just do the little frosty snowflakes and the 5 coins, and we know exactly what artwork she's referring to and what vibe the card has. I just like it. It's the minimalist symbols here. And of course, this one being about charity, stage tips, my favorite way to make money, because I'm literally just getting tipped for something I'm going to have to do anyway. So it's great. It's super charitable. You'll make dancers very happy by tipping them on stage. And see, like, for the most part, it's very Rider Waite Smith. There we go. It's very Rider Waite Smith, you know, based tarot deck. But I think this might be my favorite, my new favorite. And there's something about the Ten of Pentacles being those dogs that I'm just like, it's hilarious. All I want in life is to be a pampered pooch. This is the goal, guys. See? We got the page, which is a nice booty shot. And then we have the Knight, which is the same BDSM shot. Then we have the Queen, which is completely thematically and artistically different from all the other queens and all of the other court cards. And then boom, the King. But of course, because it's the King of Pentacles, he's extremely generous, you know, extremely generous. The swords. I love these cute little swords in this deck. It manages to be brutal and keep the theme all at once. Just the design of the swords themselves. It's chef's kiss. It's great. And I love how the Four of Swords in this deck is just the same Four of Swords, just sexier. It's fantastic. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I love it. This one I like as well. I always like a Six of Swords with the boat going somewhere else, but I would have loved to see maybe a different strip club, like on the other side of the shore, because we're always moving clubs to find greener pastures in this industry, so it kind of would have been nice, but I still get it at the same time. I wish she would have shown who this girl was stealing from. Would be nice to know, because the Seven of Swords is theft, so it would have been cool if she was walking away from a really bad club, right? We got us a chonky girl. Love to see the chonky girls. Yep. And apparently no one is sexy when they're having nightmares, so she's fully clothed. I like that touch. And this is my favorite Ten of Swords now. I just love how they're all in the butt. Just right in the butt. Could also be a metaphor for, plastic surgery and things like that. The cards are getting harder to pick up as I get down here to the bottom. Love it. All right, so this thing riffles pretty good, and I will show you how well it riffles. And also, the foil is like a rainbow silver foil, so it's like a silver chrome, so it's not just plain silver. And I love that the camera was able to pick that up so well. This foil is also on the box. It's on the backs of the cards. It's on here, the booklet. And these cards have a matte finish, so that's why they filmed so well. They're matte. The quality is actually really, really good on this deck. My full card, the top of it got bent up in packaging, and I was really upset. But after flattening it out, it actually stays fairly flat, and I'm actually going to press it under some books later, and that's probably going to get it nice and crisp again. If there's ever a card that's janky like that, you can pull it out and you can just put it under a stack of a bunch of books. Books are very heavy. It'll evenly distribute out the weight, and it'll eventually flatten that thing out. Give it a few days. But yeah, that'll probably come out just fine because the cardstock is very good quality cardstock. So... And, oh yes, the riffle. Like I said, I filmed this earlier, but my boyfriend filmed it in the wrong orientation. He held the camera hot dog style instead of hamburger style, basically. So can't have that. Everything must be widescreen. That's how I roll. Okay. I messed that riffle up towards the end there, but at the beginning of the riffle, you can see it does riffle quite nicely. And even though I was a little rough on it, there's no bending in the deck. The deck is not bowing at all after a couple of riffles. So I think that this cardstock is going to really stand up and be quite durable for you. Love to see that, because this deck... oh God, I paid for it in Australian dollars. I think it's 60 Australian dollars, or does that, oh God, I don't know. Oh well, it's fine. You can check it out at exoticcancer.com and find out how much it is. But it's one of those pricier indie decks is what I'm getting at, was the purpose of that statement. So it's nice to know that this cardstock is really nice. It's going to really stand up. And the artwork is, even if I do have to quit dancing because of the economy, it's going to be a nice, like, memento from that time period of my life, you know? So I am definitely happy with this. It's exactly what I always wished I could have found. And what's crazy is that I didn't even find this on my own. One of my coworkers, she knows that I'm really into, you know, the witchy woo-woo and especially tarot. So she showed this to me. I wouldn't have even known about it if she hadn't have shown it to me. So yeah, I'm forever in her debt now because this is the perfect tarot deck for me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like exotic decks and more adult themed decks, I want to know what you think about this one down below. Does it meet your criteria as a naughty deck? You know, is it naughty enough, basically? There's definitely more that she could have put in here. I think that she really walked a good line of like keeping it like classy slutty, if that's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, like, I think she did a great job, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. And until next time, happy dabbling and bye-bye.